Between the visitors, Olentangy Moeller, and your home team, the Olentangy Berlin. Tonight, the senior night for Olentangy Berlin will honor the 7 members of the class of 2024. Our first player to recognize is senior Moeller. I've been on the varsity team for 3 years. The thing that he's most best about ice hockey is the relationship he's built with his teammates. His academic achievements include national honor signing. He's a 3-season scholar athlete, with record with an honors diploma, and he's an AP scholar. His most memorable moment is scoring the overtime goal against Hilliard to win the next League class tournament in 2022. The words of wisdom they'd like to pass on to his better teammates. Take a penalty every once in a while. It's a good way to get your name on the score sheet. Now, future plans will be ready for Indiana University of History and Physics, and he'd like to give a special thanks to his family, coaches, and teammates who have supported him along the way. Miles Edson. Our next senior is Dave Everett. Dave is doing the next night by his mother, Lana, his father, Gina, and his older brother. Dave played hockey for 6 years with Taha and Taha 67, and 2 years on varsity as a player. The things he's liked best about ice hockey is his speed, and he's learned that you always have to keep your feet moving. Academically, he's an honor roll student and a stellar athlete. His achievement includes 2 years of varsity hockey, being a stellar athlete, and a double blue award for lacrosse. His most memorable moment in his high school career is helping Chris Bennett score the game-winning goal in the CBJ Cup against Moeller. Words of wisdom, pass on to his younger teammates, don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to make mistakes, you're human. His future plans include Columbus State Community College, where he'll study construction management, and after college, he plans to work in construction management and remodel a woodhouse on the side. A special thanks to his mother and father, and he loves his teammates. Dave Everett. Our next senior is Charlie Lehigh. Charlie's been in the next night by his parents, Jason and Catherine, his sister Olivia, and his brother and fellow teammate, Simon. Charlie's been out for 10 years, 2 years on varsity. He also plays for the Columbus Capitals at the single A and double A level as a forward. The things that he's liked best about ice hockey is working with his teammates and making many new friends. Academically, his achievements include belonging to the National Honor Society. As an athlete, he's a 2-time stellar athlete and first-team All-Academic last year. His most memorable moment is that he played on the same team with his younger brother Simon for the first time in his career. Words of wisdom for younger teammates: don't be intimidated by the upperclassmen, don't be afraid to do your own thing. Charles' future plans include going to Ohio State to study nursing, and after college, planning on moving to Wyoming and getting a job. Special thanks to his parents for letting him play hockey, and to Chris Bennett for introducing him to the sport of hockey, and his coaches for pushing him to be a better player. Charlie Lehigh. Our next senior is Dominic Neto. Tom's moving on the next night by his father TJ, his mother Fran, and his brother Vinny. Dom has played hockey for 8 years. This is his first year on varsity. He played at Taha as well. Dom was assistant captain of the JV team as a sophomore and captain of the JV team as a junior. Things he's liked most about ice hockey: is the culture and the team building. Academically, Donald is an honor roll scholar athlete. In sports, the JV captain and assistant captain. His most memorable moment is his first varsity goal. Words of wisdom for his younger teammates. Keep trying to improve your game. Future plan, Donald will attend Syracuse University committed to sport management. And Donald would like to thank all coaches for all the time they have given him to develop him in the hockey learn. Don Guido. Our next senior is Ryan Baum. Ryan is one of the experts as brother Jamie, father Todd, and his sister Maria. Ryan's played hockey for 14 years, including 3 years on varsity as a winger. He's played for the Michigan Mountain Cats, the Colorado Stars, Belfry, the Junior Otters, Newark Generals, and also the Top 67. The best thing Ryan likes about ice hockey is the friendship he's built up with his career. Academically, Ryan is a member of National Honor Society and graduated with an honors diploma. He's a 3-season scholar athlete. His most memorable moment is his first varsity goal against Moeller Jerome. Words of wisdom for his younger teammates, leave your butt end in your stick. Ryan's future plans, he will attend Ohio University and study mechanical engineering, and he's also a lacrosse commit for the class at Ohio Northern. A special thanks to Ryan's family, coaches, and teammates who helped him along the way. Ryan Baum. Our next senior is co-captain Parker McDaniels. Parker told me last night that his mother Debbie, his father Josh, his sisters Emery and Hadley, and his brother Hayes. Parker has played hockey for 13 years, including 4 years varsity for Moeller and the defensive. He's also played at CCYJ, Tahoe, the Colorado Stars, Tahoe Capitals, and the Ohio Blue Jackets. What he's like about playing ice hockey is hitting people. And giving good passes to both. Academically, Parker is a member of National Honor Society and a 3-year scholar athlete. His sports award include honorable mention for all conference. His most memorable moment being Liberty twice in overtime. And his words of wisdom for younger teammates. Distance is greater than motivation. Future plans, Parker will be at the University of Cincinnati where he's committed to play baseball and he'll major in business. After college, he'll be successful in whatever he chooses to do. He'd like a special thanks to his entire family and grandparents for everything they provided him during his career. Parker again. Our final senior tonight is 2-time captain Chris Brennan. Chris is joined on the ice tonight by his mother Lori and his father Jeff. Chris has played 14 years of hockey, including 4 years of varsity as a forward. He's played at CCYJ, the Columbus Vikings, the Columbus Chill, and the Tahoe 67. What he likes best about ice hockey is the friends he made throughout his many years playing hockey. His academic achievements include multiple years of scholar athlete recognition and graduated with an honors diploma. His sports awards and achievements include 17 All-CHC, first team All-Red Division, and all Ohio honorable mention in last season. The most memorable high school hockey moment is winning the CPA Cup. Work with wisdom for younger teammates, work hard, make friends, and enjoy it while it lasts. Chris is undecided at the college plan after graduation, but he will major in physical therapy, and a special thanks to his parents, mother-in-law, and his coaches and teammates. Chris Brennan. That's our senior class, 2024. Let's have a big hand for all of our seniors.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up, puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The Theater People are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
At the Ohio High School Athletic Association, our student athletes are going pro at being
coachable,
a good student,
responsible,
dependable,
respectful.
I'm going pro at being
a good student, a good student,
a good teammate,
responsible.
I'm going pro at being
coachable,
a good student,
dependable, a good teammate,
representing my school.
I'm going pro at being
a good student,
a good student,
responsible.
Let's go pro at respecting the game.
Respect the game.
respect the game,
respect the game,
Respect the game.
respect the game.
Our mission at the OHSAA
is to serve our member schools
and enrich interscholastic opportunities for students.
To run quality postseason tournaments.
to work with the bylaws that our member schools have voted into place.
To support our officials.
That's our mission every day at the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
To serve.
To serve.
To serve.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up, puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The Theater People are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
Coming to you live from Chiller North in Lewis Center, Ohio, it's time for Sunday Night Hockey on Yamo Sports. Coming up, the Olentangy Berlin Bears host the Fighting Crusaders of Archbishop Moeller. Hello everyone, alongside Ryan Dietrich, I'm Caleb Spinner. Today's game will be a test for both squads. Starting off with the Moeller Crusaders, they'll be playing their third game in as many days. Moeller will have a chance to prove its durability today ahead of the state tournament.
Yeah, you said it. 3 games in 3 days. It's early February. That's what these kids are doing. Just ahead of districts, regional, states, CBJ Cup, all those good things. So it's finally time to round in to playoff form.
How about this stat? They have traveled over that time 332 miles, roughly 4.5 hours in a bus to get from their game on Friday against North Albany, then to back home for Upper Arlington on senior night yesterday, and then finally to get to the Chiller North here in Lewis Center today. Now for the Berlin Bears, it will be the final time these Bears seniors will take the ice in this barn. We had the senior day festivities at the start of this game. They're certainly going to want to make their last stint on this ice memorable.
Yeah, going to be a great night for the seniors as we see the squad gathered around the net. One last huddle, and there's a good look at the, 7 senior members on the roster. So yeah, packed house. Everybody getting ready. There's one of them, number 19, Charlie Lehigh, on the right screen.
The opening faceoff is coming up next between the Berlin Bears and Moeller Crusaders. We'll step aside here for the anthem. Keep it right here on Yamo Sports, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Our right wing, number 19, Charlie Lehigh. Center Entering that line of the 57, Chris Brennan. And in goal for the Berlin Bears, number 29, Kai Nelson. Please rise for our playing the national anthem.
Today's game is being presented by the Center Ice Foundation. The Center Ice Foundation is a 501c3 organization that is bringing an entire regional sports, wellness, and entertainment district to Central Ohio. This first of its kind destination in our region boasts amenities galore, health and wellness centers, retail shops, restaurants, and hospitality. The Center Ice Foundation is more than a sponsor. They're transforming Central Ohio into a hub of sports and community wellness. For more information, visit CenterIceFoundationOH.com. The Olentangy Berlin Bears taking on the Archbishop Moeller Fighting Crusaders here at the Chiller North in Lewis Center, Ohio. A great game between two Capital Hockey Conference teams. Certainly going to be looking forward to seeing how this one plays out over the next 45 minutes. Puck drop is underway, and we are getting ready for this game. Berlin will start off with possession. Brennan fires it into the zone. It goes off of his teammate in front. That's Charlie Lehigh, one of the 7 seniors playing in their final game on the ice for the Berlin Bears, at least in this building.
Yeah, friendly fire giving Charlie a little wake-up call to start things off here. We'll see what they can do once they get settled down a little bit. Anxious to see how Moeller handles, you know, the 90-mile drive over here on a Sunday afternoon after playing a back-to-back.
Miles Edgson, Charlie Lehigh, Chris Brennan, Dave Neverov, and Parker McDaniels are on the ice to start this game for the Berlin Bears. In goal is number 29, Kai Nelson, the junior netminder. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Moeller Crusaders, Blake Newland, Braden Leach, Christian Rivard, Noah Smith, and Braden Sample are out there on the ice. Zachary Miller there as well. The goaltender between the pipes on the other end is Noah Smith. Up the near side, here come the Bears, trying to deke into the zone. Had it poked away was the stick of Miles Edgson. Puck still loose in the Berlin attacking end. They try to keep it in, but the Crusaders pick it up.
Yeah, Crusaders in sync, showing like they are a well-oiled machine and have a plan of attack here today.
Big hit, first of the game there, as Mascari punishes number 8, Will Mangan, into the near side glass.
Yeah, Mascari should be a name we continue to call this afternoon. He makes a big impact on the ice.
Puck still loose, near side. Both teams trying to poke it free. Went out to the blue line for just a moment. Now skates out of the zone. Sheehan will turn around and try to put it back in. Another big collision. This time it was Finnegan Freed laying out the hit. Turnaround shot in the slot. Couldn't get through the Moeller defense. And now the Crusaders the other way. Puck loose. Stick to head. And now here comes Archbishop Moeller. Shot in. Deflected and then gloved down. It came off the stick of Will Mangan for his first shot of the night.
Yeah, nice work by Dominic Bosco, the senior defenseman from Moeller, to bat that one out of the air at the red line and keep a possession going for his squad.
Both of these teams have celebrated or are celebrating senior night this weekend. Berlin, of course, we said it's tonight. Moeller was yesterday. They were able to defeat the Upper Arlington Golden Bears 3-2 in their home barn down in Cincinnati.
Well, in Upper Arlington playing a back-to-back there. Moeller having the advantage of UA having a tough game Friday night and then having to travel Saturday, but that's the way it goes.
Michaels laid out onto the ice by Zachary Miller. Doesn't stop the Berlin Bears rush, however. They've got it in the slot. Over to the far side. Skated back onto the hand of his stick and now pushed behind the goal. Moeller will pick it up.
Yeah, good foot by McDaniels there to keep it in the blue line.
Miller tied up, had it stolen. Berlin trying to get off their senior night on the right note with an early goal here. Richie Michaels had it behind the net. Puck loose near side, almost out to the blue line, and we're going to get a whistle.
All right, a little physical here to start the affair. 3 big hits. Moeller on the aggressive end a little bit, but Berlin will not shy away from that.
This is going to be a hooking call going against Berlin. Number 22, Jacob Smith, is hit with the violation. Moeller, an early power play.
Yeah, and this might be a response into that physicality from Moeller. Gives them a good opportunity here.
Under 12 minutes left to play here in the opening period of a scoreless game between the Berlin Bears and the Moeller Crusaders. Moeller on the man advantage. They're about 13 seconds into it, trying to work things around and beat this Berlin zone. Out to the slot, poked away, far side. Puck is loose, now onto the stick of the navy sweaters of the Berlin Bears. Puck scooted out of harm's way there by Smith. Here comes Moeller once again, trying to rush it. Big hit in front of the boards there is the captain, Blake Newland. Far side now. Backhanded shot, couldn't get through. Big defensive stop there from Kai Nelson in the goal.
Good attempt from Rivard. Just a nice quick little wrister.
Little over a minute remaining here in the power play. Jacob Sackenheim bumped it in. He's going to get credited for the assist. It looks to be number 2. Sackenheim actually put it in. How about that?
My, I was just to say how good of a job Kai Nelson's done so far on this penalty kill. And we'll see that sample on the left side of your screen moving in.
There's the feed from Sackenheim. It looks like Sample's going to get the goal after going 5-hole on Nelson.
Great feed. And great teamwork there from Moeller, showing they're on the same page. And just caught Nelson a little off guard. The Crusaders an early 1-0 lead.
Berlin now trying to tie things up. They don't want their senior night spoiled with a loss to Moeller.
No, we can't have them get jumping on like that early.
Here's a push up the ice from Berlin. Far side now cutting in front. Lost it off the stick to Nick Patton. In towards the goal. A stop there from Noah Smith. Puck still loose. Shot comes in. It was wide of the goal, and we're going to get another whistle here from the near side official. That last shot on Smith, it would have challenged him, but it was a little bit off target.
Yep.
Didn't really have to do much to deny that, and now we're going to get an Olentangy Berlin power play.
All right. Opportunity presents itself. You see it on the far side there. We'll wait to hear from the announcer what the official call is. So at 10:20, opportunity for the Bears. Uh-oh.
2 power plays now inside the first 5 minutes of this game. McDaniels has it on his stick, moves it up near side. Moeller picks it off in their own end, trying to go on the shorthanded attack here.
Yep.
And they'll dump it in. A big hit there on the receiving end of it was number 54, Zachary Miller. He has laid a hit and taken a hit so far in this game. Obviously, one of those better than the other.
Well, and suffice it to say, I think he's going to keep tallying it up on each side of that as the night continues. Moeller coming out with an aggressive game plan. With yellow sweaters with the stars on the shoulders. The boys in blue got to keep their heads up. They want to get through this one tonight.
Minute 38 remaining here on the power play for Cincinnati Moeller. Puck flipped up into the netting, out of play, and we immediately get the reaction in front. Jacob Sackenheim looks immediately at us with a look that says, yep, that was a bad move.
Wasn't trying to do that. So just kind of rinse and repeat, and here we go again from the center circle.
90 seconds remaining on the power play, less than 10 to go in the opening period. Mascari fires it in from the center red line. Trying to make a move on it was Miles Edson, the senior. He got poked from behind, lost the puck, but now his partner picks it up. It was Mascari who got it back.
That was a great centering feed. Good defense from Moeller to shut it down, though.
Another collision there down in past the goal line. Dominic Bosco hit the sheet. We're going to get a change here from Moeller. They're going to put some fresh legs out on the ice with a little over a minute remaining in the man advantage. Certainly these power plays, a big opportunity to score an early goal and get momentum in your favor. Moeller, of course, already leading 1-0. So they've got the momentum here, you would think. And now a chance to add on to it with a penalty kill, potentially.
And just a good chance to put some pressure on Smith and make him uncomfortable in the pipes.
Speaking of, they sent in a shot on Smith. That one gets past the glove, but it's out of the net. Puck loose off the rebound, still in front, and Moeller able to clear a dangerous rebound right in front of Smith with a wide open net to his left side.
Yeah, McDaniels looked like he had a good opportunity as he tries again.
McDaniels fired in a shot. It was blocked off the shin pad of the captain, Blake Newland. 24 seconds left in the Moeller man advantage.
And check out the hustle from Baden Sample there, trying to kill this power play entirely.
The Bears through no man's land. Centering pass. Couldn't get the backhand shot in as Newland was right there with his body to deflect it away. Final 5 seconds on the power play. Berlin will pick it up. Telegraphed by Newland. Still loose, and we're back to even strength.
Well, and that's why he's the captain, Blake Newland. High IQ play to chase that down.
And you knew that was going to be an offside. Moeller was trying to get out of it, and if you want a quick way to get a fight, or at least a physical response from the other team, you fire in a shot on their goaltender after the whistle is blown. That's what happened right there.
You got to stand up for his man, 23, Nathan Fulton. 33, excuse me, that's McCall. Just pestering the goalie a little bit, cranking up that animosity. Like I said, driving tensions.
Making it known early, we're not taking no business from you. Miller plays it around the back end boards. All the way down to the Berlin end. The Bears playing it back. That was Wyatt Gernert. Gernert tied up for a moment. Loose puck still, and now it's picked up by Richie Michaels. Michaels gloves it down. Shoved from behind to push him into the corner. Puck sails out. Miller unable to keep it on the right side of the blue line.
Timely line change there by Freed to intercept that one. Berlin trying to steal a transition here.
Double team hit on the near side. The law firm of Gianetto and McDaniels combining to level the hit.
How about another one? Laying the pipe, that was Neverov.
Up the ice into the neutral zone. Berlin has yet to find any sustained attacking momentum in the Moeller end. You can tell the Crusaders are riding this 1-goal lead pretty well.
Brennan off the steal, see if he can create a chance here.
Another pass intended for Charlie Lehigh, can't get through. Another dangerous rebound, though, picked up by Moeller.
That was a great shot by Edson right off the glove of Smith.
Brennan sends one in, gloved away.
Yeah, a little spinner there, not much velocity on it. Smith turns it away. But at least he'll get a face-off in the Berlin zone.
6:45 to go in the opening period. Archbishop Moeller 1-0. The goal scorer is Braden Sample, the junior forward who started this game for Cincinnati Moeller.
Yeah, Sackenheim with the apple on it. And a good look, nice little power play, just kind of nice and easy. Berlin's looking to respond ever since.
Face-off won by the Crusaders of Archbishop Moeller, sent down to the Berlin zone. Picked up with a long pass down on the right side of center red from Miles Edson. Moeller trying to go on the attack. Berlin trying to get it out. Puck scooted up to the top of the zone by Parker McDaniels.
Yeah, good pressure by the Crusaders here. And they've been doing a good job of dominating the neutral zone as well, limiting Bears possessions.
Edson over far side there to the captain, Chris Brennan. And another whistle here. Play will stop with a little over 6 minutes to go in the opening frame.
Maybe looking for a little line change there. Spencer throws one. Just kind of that spinning lazy right at the net. Cover up, line change, get a face-off, fresh set of legs in the zone. See if they can spark a goal and tie it up here halfway through.
Puck sent to no one in particular on the near side here. Number 35, Alex Sheehan, just trying to get it into the end and hope one of his teammates picked it up. Here's a rush from Moeller, pulled back in the slot, tried to get it out to the blue line. Berlin will telegraph. Newland lost it. Mascari. Centering pass. Kept out of the net from Smith, and now we've got fisticuffs. Smith didn't like the second opportunity after the whistle, and we're getting physical here on senior night.
Yikes. Tension's high. We mentioned it's been physical so far. The umpires are breaking it up, sending people to their respective boxes. Wait for them to sort it out and see.
This looks like 5 different players got called out for penalties.
Whoa, 34 tackles. That was Bauer there.
Look at this, 3 Crusaders headed over to the box. Now it looks like they're just gonna do 2. Number 20, Henry Brown, skates away without a sentence levied on him. But 2 Bears and 2 Crusaders in their respective sin bins at the moment. How about that? We're getting hot and heavy, almost 6.5 minutes left in the first period. Looks like there will be nothing sent to Brown as the door shuts on the Crusaders box. Players from both Berlin and Moeller getting a talking to. Officials saying, hey, cut it out. We're not going to tolerate it if this goes past the period.
Get your boys in order. That's Dominic Bosco, number 10. And then Brennan for the Bears.
Good job by the officials, though, making sure the tone is set early that they're not going to tolerate that.
Right. Yeah, they got to shut that down. That's what a good officiating crew does. And, you know, that's the nature of hockey. This is a physical sport. That's part of it. So sometimes it's got to be regulated a little bit. So we'll wait for the official announcement on who's been dealt how much time. But you've done a good job of walking us through it, Caleb.
I appreciate that. Trying to paint the picture, even though our wonderful viewers can see it. 5.5 minutes left to play. First frame. 2 players on each squad in the box. We're just going to play 5-on-5.
You know, and there wasn't on a breakaway here.
Here's a rush. Finnegan Freed sends one in, goes wide of Kai Nelson in the goal. Moeller trying to turn this into some sustained pressure.
Nice pad save by Nelson.
Sent down the ice to the Moeller end. Pinned in the corner there, a big hit. It's been the story of this first period. A lot of contact, both legal and, as you see with the power plays, illegal.
Yeah, and the 4 guys in the penalty box, that didn't stop anything. They come out just ready to hit again.
How about this? 6 penalties so far. Incredible.
And they're tied up behind the boards again.
Berlin making sure if these seniors are going to go out, they want to go out with a physical memory here. It's their final game playing at the Chiller North, considered their home arena.
Yeah, Lehigh and Sackenheim. He was tied up with somebody else, but him and Sackenheim were jawing at each other as they head to their bench.
It seems like every broadcast we do together, Ryan, we have a pair of brothers on teams. We had it back in our first game together between Upper Arlington and Olentangy Liberty. We had it on Friday night, and we have it again here. The Olentangy Berlin Bears have Charlie Lehigh, the senior, who will be playing his final game in the barn tonight. He is joined by Simon Lehigh, his freshman brother, the right defenseman.
You got to keep passing down the tradition. And having a brother of my own. Growing up, you know, that breeds a competitive nature in you. So it's nice to have them as teammates here. They can work together. And that just builds team chemistry, too.
Stick save there from Smith. I also have a brother who's about 14 months my younger. Get a delayed penalty here going against Berlin. Smith leaves the net. Berlin takes over and will get the whistle. That Bears box is going to get crowded as the third player from that team is going to head over to take a seat.
Yeah, it should be Jacob Smith. And you can see 16, Braden Sample headed off there. Yeah, 22, Jacob Smith put Sample into the boards, kind of pushed him down right in front of the ref, right in front of the table here. See a good look at it.
Our 7th penalty so far today is going to give Moeller a 5-on-4 man advantage.
Yeah, a little glove slip right to the mask. Just caught him in the chin. Inadvertent uppercut.
How long will Moeller be on the tack? 2 minutes. Because even though we don't have currently marked how long these pairs are going to be in the box, when they come out, we will still be at even strength. And thus the outlier there is going to be that penalty against Smith. Puck iced down to the other end. Berlin will get a chance to regroup. Moeller looking to add on to their 1-0 lead here in the final 4 minutes of the first period. Newland skates it in, far side, goes behind the goal. Hits it over mid-slot with 1:30 to go in the power play. Backhand pass out to the far side slot, now out to the blue line, top of the zone. Shot sent in. It stays out of the net thanks to going off a few skates in front from both teams.
Yeah, looking for the deflection there. Freed was right in front. Newland sent it in, kind of shot, kind of pass, see if you can deflect one right under. Nelson, a big hit. Newland again, getting drilled.
Newland sent hard to the ice off a big shot there from Miles Edson. Edson, one of the 7 Berlin seniors honored tonight. He's been playing hockey since the ripe old age of 5 years old. He lives on the ice. 49 seconds left here in the Moeller man advantage. 2:42 to go in the opening period. Moeller ahead by 1. They're trying to make it 2 going into the intermission.
Pat doing a good job here, just clogging that one up against the boards.
Puck scooted along behind the net by Braden Sample. He's got the Moeller goal to this point in the game. Off the assist from that man right there, Jacob Seckenheim. Shot blocked in front. Patton skating out to no man's land. And we'll get another penalty as it knocked the stick away from Braden Leach. Those first 4 penalties from the contact down at the other end are done. But we'll still have Smith in the box. And now he's got a friend to talk to. Off of this violation here, it looks like they're going to level it. Trying to see a number here.
I think that's Lehigh.
It looks like it's Lehigh.
The assistant. But yeah, just a little shove, and you could see his stick go flying against the far sides of the boards. So we've got a little 5-on-3 for 14 seconds. And then we'll have 5-on-4. Kai Nelson's got his work cut out for him.
Charlie Lehigh, the alternate captain, serving 2 minutes there for the Berlin Bears. Trying to go on the attack. 2 men down from even strength. Moeller still on the power play, but now it's 5-on-4 as Smith comes out of the box. Far side, here comes Miller. Miller fighting hard with Chris Brennan.
That's good work by the captain, senior Chris Brennan, and the strength to fend off one guy, battle for the puck at the goal, and cause all this penalty kill time right now. Great work.
Puck cleared out of the zone there. It was picked up by Newland, the captain. Here comes the Crusaders. Another big hit near side. Moeller now to the top of the zone. into the slot, sent in, and glove save made there by Kai Nelson with 58 ticks left on the power play.
Shot by 54, Zach Miller there. And a little bit ago on the rush, Berlin had a real strong forecheck going on, trying to kill that penalty. Moeller almost got behind the defense. Miller was wide open on the left side, and they just kind of missed on a pass. Catch a good look here. On the fan shot, just a little too much love up high. Nelson, easy save.
A high glove save there for Nelson. Didn't really have to pluck that out of the air if he didn't want to. It didn't pose an immediate threat to his crease. Berlin trying to move the puck up. Edson will send it down the ice. Smith thought about leaving his net to go play it. Wise decision not to, as immediate pressure was down at the other end from Nick Patton.
Yeah, good work by Pat to put some pressure on there and slow it up.
Cross ice feed, telegraphed by the Bears, another big shot. What a hit there from Dominic Bosco on Patton.
Yeah, did a flip. Patton looks all right, though, shakes it off, but he's done a good job causing turnovers and stealing the puck.
How about this, too? Another penalty. This one's going to go against Christian Rivard. Here's the cross-ice pass. This is going to be the hit right in front. Boom!
And he saw it coming. Now let's look down. As they enter the zone, we'll take a hair from the PA on the official penalty call, but 4-on-4 for another 10 seconds.
Moeller, puck on the stick there of Finnegan Freed, who lost it in the corner and then got checked again. Slow to get up there is Cade Mascari, and we've got a delayed penalty. Berlin trying to flick it in. Smith hugging the post to keep it out. Berlin still with it, awaiting this penalty. Nelson is out of his net, but the clock will expire. We'll get the penalty on the other side of it. When we come back, we will be playing 4-on-4 hockey. Moeller with a penalty, or rather 5-on-3, as Moeller will have two men in the box for the next minute 32 of this second period. Archbishop Moeller heads to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead over the Olentangy Berlin Bears here on senior night at Schiller North.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up, puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, We have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The theater people are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
At the Ohio High School Athletic Association, our student athletes are going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Responsible.
Dependable.
Respectful.
I'm going pro at being
A good student. A good student.
a good teammate.
Responsible.
I'm going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Dependable. A good teammate.
representing my school.
I'm going pro at being
A good student.
a good student.
Responsible.
Let's go pro at respecting the game.
Respect 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 the game.
Our mission at the OHSAA
is to serve our member schools and enrich interscholastic opportunities for students.
to run quality postseason tournaments,
To work with the bylaws that our member schools have voted into place.
to support our officials.
That's our mission every day at the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
To serve.
to serve.
To serve.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
those. Moeller, of course, leading 1-0 over the Olentangy Berlin Bears. However, the Bears have outshot the Crusaders 12-8.
Yeah, not a whole lot of shots as I expected to see. Maybe that's just because there's been so many hits on the ice, but a good distribution there. 5 for 8 by Moeller and 7-12. Pretty good clips for both squads. Berlin dominating the face-offs. And you can see a fairly even distribution. Berlin working the blocker side.
And how about this?
Smith, yep.
10 total penalties combining for 20 minutes. It's been a physical game. We'll put it that way. The first goal and the only goal of the game scored by Moeller's Braden Sample off an assist from Jacob Sackenheim. You got to imagine the way that these two teams are on their season resume. We're going to get a lot more offense here in the second period. There's that goal. You saw the cross-ice feed from Sackenheim down to Sample, and he just goes 5-hole there on Kai Nelson. We'll take another look at it. This is a big hit here. These were a few hits that we've had in the game. There's one far side. I'm waiting to see the one that we had at neutral ice. That is the biggest one of the game so far. I believe this is it, if I'm correct. Here it comes. Absolute massacre there from Dominic Bosco. He's playing football.
And that was Patton that got leveled there. And he had been doing a good job on that penalty kill, kind of causing some steals, basically. And you saw that you saw the last one there, the big hit in the corner. That was Freed, number 18. He's, most notably the biggest body on the ice. Let's wait to hear what the call is, but there's going to be a 5-minute major. Like you mentioned, Big Mo, the first squad out here, anxiously awaiting the Berlin Bears, as the Moeller Crusaders have got their hands full here the first 5 minutes of the second period.
Ryan, I'm not sure if you can hear the song playing, and I don't know if it's a reference to the passing of Carl Weathers that happened earlier this week, if it's a reference to the physical nature of this game, but they're playing the theme from Rocky, and it could not be more fitting for how this first period has gone.
And senior night nonetheless. That'll give these boys, if they can pull it off, that's a tale you tell the rest of your lives, right? Senior night, we were down 1-0. The second period started. Carl Weathers had just passed away. We were all grieving. 5-on-3, here we go.
The legendary Apollo Creed, Dylan from Predator.
Yep.
I forget his name in The Mandalorian. Just several. I don't know that there are. I don't understand how it's possible for actors to get so many big roles. Carl Weathers has been a staple in a lot of major franchises.
We're talking 40, 50 years of film, so I mean an impact for all ages and all generations. I'm anxious to see what the Bears can do on a fresh seat. 3, excuse me.
Second period is underway. We're just over 30 seconds gone in the frame. 2 different penalties being assessed to Moeller at the moment. We've got a 4.5 major penalty along with a 1 minute now minor penalty. Moeller turning away a big defensive stop there. An attack from the Berlin Bears in close. Noah Smith able to turn that puck away.
Yeah, forcing them to clear the zone is big.
Brennan fires one in. It doesn't get through off a body in front.
Nice little quick chip shot, though, from Brennan. I like it. Had a chance of sneaking by.
4 minutes to go on the major. 30 seconds to go on the minor. Backhanded out to the top of the zone. Berlin will pick it up. This is the captain, Chris Brennan, who had it for a moment. Sent it out to McDaniels at the top of the zone. Now in the far side slot. Puck in the corner. Backhanded out to the slot. Cross ice feed. Out to center ice, and there's the score! Right down Main Street goes McDaniels to even this game at a goal apiece.
Parker McDaniels, big time, with 14 seconds left in that first power play. That's huge to get it in while they've got a 2-man advantage, and you'll get a good look here. A little bit patient right through the middle. Hard to see where that went, but he draws it back and lets the arrow fly. Parker McDaniels, senior night, getting one.
McDaniels and the Bears taking advantage of all that traffic in front of Smith, and they'll still be on the power play, a 5-on-4 opportunity as we've got 3.5 minutes left to go in this Archbishop Moeller major penalty that we carried with us into the second period from the first. The Bears out ahead. This is number 44, Parker McDaniels once again. Puck loose in front, Smith covers it up to stop play.
How about that work by senior Noah Smith? Able to cover up the second chance opportunity. He'll get a good look right here as the puck comes out in the crease off the first shot. What a rebound opportunity. McDaniels almost went back to back, but Smith stones him.
3:06 to go in the major penalty. Berlin trying to add on. Remember, this being a major, even if Berlin scores, it won't take off the penalty.
Good opportunity to pile them on. Kind of fanned on that one. Out up top was Gernert. As you get the second line in here, keep some fresh legs going so they can keep the pressure on.
Less than 13 minutes remaining here in period number 2. The Berlin Bears now tied with Moeller 1-1. Puck loose far side, picked up behind the goal line. Trying to send it out to Gernert was Patton. Patton still with it in the corner. Finally gets it out to Gernert, now back to Patton. Game of hot potato going on between the two Berlin Bears. Puck behind Smith in the net with 2:15 to go in the major penalty. Over to the near side, another big chest save there from Noah Smith. The Bears stay on the attack. Patton chasing it behind the goal line. Pressured now by Dominic Bosco of the Moeller Crusaders. Puck trying to poke out of the zone. There it is, sent down the length of the sheet. Pursuing it with a full head of steam is Braden Sample, the lone goal scorer for the Crusaders to this point in the contest. 1:45 to go on the Moeller penalty kill. Mascari drops it back for Bauer. Picked up at the top of the zone. Sent in there from Edson. Couldn't get through. Another shot in from McDaniel off the right pad of Noah Smith.
Yeah, Bears got a line change in that transition, so you've got the first line back out here for the last minute and a half.
1:24 to go on the major penalty. Smith will cover it up, and we'll get extracurriculars going on after the whistle.
Let's take a look at the replay, and you can see that's where it started. Looks like Sackenheim up your screen, and then a little tie up there in the middle. Mr. Miller, and it tumbles to the official once again. Gotta calm these fellas down, I get it. Tensions are high, tie game.
Moeller trying to prove that the 332 miles they've traveled over the last 3 days is not a factor in the way they play. Berlin trying to prove that they can win on their home ice here on senior night, giving their seniors a good memory on which to end their careers. And we'll get another man going to the box for the Moeller Crusaders. They've now got 2 players, 3 really, in there as well, not including the backup goaltender. Berlin trying to take advantage here on a 5-on-3 power play. The net comes loose, so we'll get a whistle to stop things as they put it back. But I don't know, Ryan, that there's ever been a better chance for the Berlin Bears to take a lead than right now with 5-on-3 for the next minute 10.
I don't know if better chance would be physically possible at this point with as many penalty minutes as the Crusaders are piling on themselves. They're trying to just give this one to Berlin.
The way this game's going, we might end up with a 5-on-2 before long. 1 minute left to go on the major penalty, 1:47 to go on this most recent minor call. Moeller trying to kill a 5-on-3 man advantage for the Berlin Bears. Puck loose behind the goal. Picked up by the Berlin captain. This is number 57, Chris Brennan. Brennan, near side slot. Cross-ice pass. McDaniels fires one in. He had the goal to tie things. Tried to get his second there. Just off target. Another shot sent in. Rebound poked at by number 74, Blake Bauer. And now again, contact between both teams after the whistle. Looks like we're going to get a pair of penalties after this.
And you can see getting stern with these kids. Mascari just keeps raising his head. What are you talking about? I didn't do it, but it had an umpire.
Here's Mascari right in front of the net. He doesn't do anything. He gets shoved right in front of this near side official. And he gives what can be assessed as a percentage of the contact he got in return. But it's always, as they say in hockey, the second man gets the call.
Every sport you watch, it's always the second man. You'll see it on display next Sunday in the NFL. That's part of it, just baiting those guys. And when animosity is high, tensions, the cooler heads prevail, that's part of the mental edge of sports.
Glove save there from Noah Smith for the Moeller Crusaders as they try to kill this 32nd major and put this to a 5-on-4 game for a minute after that. Puck sent in front. Smith trying to cover. Officials quick to blow the whistle as soon as it looked like Smith got a hold of it. The Bears still flashing sticks in front, trying to poke it free.
Well, and this is I mentioned it, we're heading into the CBJ Cup, districts, regionals, all those things. So this is a great chance for both squads to work on their power play and their penalty kill.
15 seconds left on the major penalty, less than a minute to go on the minor. 2 shots quickly there from the Bears, and now the Crusaders trying to clear it down the ice. Looked like number 9, Christian Rivard, wanted to take that himself instead of just sending it down the length. Brennan crossing the blue line, works it into the center. Puck tied up in the corner. The Bears skate away with it. Brennan settles it down and sends it towards Smith, who's able to make yet another save. Number 19, Charlie Lehigh, plays it out of the corner. 2 passes later, it's on the stick of Brennan. Brennan lost his footing, and now a 2-on-1 for Moeller the other way. Skating up the ice, Christian Rivard, a cross-ice feed on target to Braden Sample, but his shot goes wide of the goal. Edson sliding in on three yellow jerseys. He gave it back to McDaniels for another shot that goes just off the blocker of Smith.
I like that. Edson dropped it back and tried to create a little screen there in front, give his buddy a clear shot at the net.
The major penalty is over, so we'll play 5-on-4. Both teams serve at a minor. There's a shot and a score. Number 33, Christian Mercaldi, gives Moeller another lead. They're ahead 2-1.
And you can see just the speed from Mercaldi. He is shifty. He's got great handle on the puck, and watch him just slice right between and let it go. Finds the back of the net. Beautiful solo shot. Hit him with the celly. And now he's going to try and draw the face-off across from Patton.
The classic hair slick celly that is oh so popular in the NHL. 2 goals in the second period after 1 in the first. Moeller leads 2-1. That last one coming off the stick of Christian Mercaldi.
Just a freshman getting in on the action, trying to ruin senior night.
2 players in the box still for the Crusaders, 1 for the Bears. But we don't have any time ticking down on the scoreboard where the penalty clock should be.
Yeah, it's just 5-on-5.
So we'll continue watching the boxes to see when those players are available for both sides. But again, you said it's 5-on-5. Doesn't much matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yep. Yeah, just alter the lines a little bit.
Braden Leach tried to poke it away. It's stolen by Berlin.
I was going to say, at this point, they've played most of the period with different lines anyway, with everybody in the box for most of it.
Navarov shoves off Zachary Miller with his right arm. Miller wanted to lay yet another hit. Neverov was having none of it.
There comes Lehigh out of the box for the Bears. Or excuse me, Mascari.
And it looks like we'll get Miller skating over to the bench. Looked like the officials had called a penalty on him for a moment, but he avoids the whistle and just heads over for a rest.
And for the first time this period, nobody is in the penalty box.
Loose puck out to neutral ice. Still loose. The Bears pick it up and go on the attack. Shot sent in on Smith. The rebound went off his chest onto the ice, and he covers it to stop play.
He has been busy this period. Smith in the net, doing a good job, though. Turning away.
On Smith. Braden Sample had the goal in the first period that put Archbishop Moeller ahead 1-0 going into the intermission. Parker McDaniels started off this second frame with a goal to tie things for Berlin. And then Christian Mercaldi gave Archbishop Moeller a 2-1 advantage. That was your most recent score.
Trying with a little wrap around there. Brennan couldn't find it, though.
Leach couldn't get it on his stick cleanly. Moeller trying to play defense here in their own end. Deking around a big shot, but then losing his footing was Christian Rivard.
Nice stick by Edson.
Smooth deke there from Edson. Sends one in on Smith. Beats the blocker, but it's off target of the net.
Had a good look, just a little off the mark.
Edson picks it up again behind the goal line. Deked around another defender. Somehow the puck squirts out towards Smith, and he's able to glove it down.
Miles Edson's putting the skills on display. Puck handling, breaks, speed. And we had a good angle of that shot, too, right in front of us here. He had a little window in that corner.
Well, it makes sense, right? He's playing his final game, one of 7 seniors playing their final contest here in this barn. Got to make it memorable. Berlin with it now behind Smith in net. Puck is cleared down the ice. McDaniels chasing for it, but we'll get an icing first.
Been really choppy the last 90 seconds or so ever since we've been at full strength. Hard to get a rhythm and get comfortable with what you're doing when you have to just have so many stoppages.
Less than 7 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Moeller leading Berlin 2-1. McDaniels sends it deeper into the zone. Centering feed to no one in particular. The Crusaders skate away with it. Diving to keep it in the zone was Jacob Sackenheim. He had the assist on Braden Sample's goal back in the opening period. Double team collision there on the far side. The captain, Andrew McDaniels, or rather Parker McDaniels, lost his glove.
Well, now he's got the puck. Let's see if he can pay some revenge.
Delayed penalty here for Berlin. They're playing without a netminder on the other end. 6-on-5 for the Bears as they try to tie things up once again. Puck is still loose. Parker McDaniels being chased down into his own end by Will Mangan. Puck still loose in the corner. Berlin on an early power play. Penalty still has not been called, but they're skating with the extra attacker at the moment.
Playing keep away, trying to create an opportunity. Moeller doing a good job not letting anything by.
And there will come the call. Able to get his stick on it was Braden Sample.
Nelson was off the ice for 30 seconds waiting for that delayed call.
He's not going to argue with a break.
Oh, So, not even 3 minutes of penalty-free hockey.
Take a look there at the Berlin bench, led by head coach Tim Pennington. He has done wonders for this program. 24 years of high school experience, and one of the big themes for the Berlin Bears that he has instituted is the we over me mindset. Playing more for the name on the front of your sweater than the one on the back.
Yeah, that's one of the keys to winning. Selflessness, and we've mentioned that team chemistry and camaraderie.
Brennan brings it deeper into the Berlin attacking zone. Puck skates out into neutral ice. Picking it up is number 28, Wyan Gernert. 5:10 to go in the second period. Moeller leading Berlin 2-1. Alongside Ryan Dietrich, I'm Caleb Spinner here for senior night between the Berlin Bears and the Archbishop Moeller Crusaders. Puck sent in and scored! Smith made the save, but the rebound bounced over his blocker and into the net. The Bears have drawn us even at 2 goals apiece.
Chris Brennan, the captain, senior night, getting in on the action. And you'll take a look here at the replay. Just a slow draw. Right in either the chest, through the glove, and able to just sneak by Smith, all square at 2.
Berlin has tied this game for the second time in the period. Trying to build momentum here to get a win on senior night. Nobody in the box for either team. We're back to even strength. Moeller skying it up to no man's land. Picked up by McDaniels. Parker McDaniels gives a shove there to Braden Leach as he dishes the puck away.
Let's see how Moeller responds to that goal. They should stick to what they're doing.
Here's a shot in from Leach. It goes wide of the net. Picked up by the Bears behind the goal. Now skating up across the center red line into their attacking end. Players tying up. Deegan Lyons playing defense behind the goal line for the Crusaders. McDaniels rips one in on Smith. He was looking for the assist from Dominic Gianetto. Big collision there as a Moeller Crusader hits the ice. It looked like he took a stick above or at his neck. He's still down near side. This is going to result in a penalty for Smith. You can tell by his reaction, headed over there to the bin. He did not like that.
Yeah, incidental, and you'll see there goes the stick, falls, and then he kind of stumped. Right
there
up
it
the
is.
Mask, yep. Yeah, tough contact there. Smith getting the stick up into him. And they've got the training staff over with him on the boards. It's number 10, Dominic Bosco, checking on. Make sure he's all right.
They're lucky at this level that they require full face coverings rather than just the visor that you see at the professional level. Certainly, you have to imagine played a factor in making this as light of a penalty as possible, but still a tough shot there as number 10, Dominic Bosco, skates over to his bench.
Well, none of that is intentional. Jacob Smith in the box. They're coming across the blue line. Sticks get tied up as they're skating, fumbles it, kind of falls out of his hands. He goes down and just goes back to get the puck. No puck there.
Smith swinging his stick up. It looked like he was going to try to fight off Bosco's stick, but Bosco, between when Smith saw that and the hit, Bosco lost his twig. So there was nothing for Smith to hit, nothing to stop it from going into the face there of Bosco.
But nonetheless, a fairly serious issue here. Despite incidental contact, Smith, nothing malicious intended, obviously.
They'll still make him serve the penalty, though.
Absolutely. So they're just getting things squared away over there. Officials talking to both coaches, talking to both huddles and benches, making sure they're squared away as you get a good shot of Smith. And Nelson just kind of minding their business in the nets. We'll get back to action once the officials basically give their final word, make sure we're all right.
No doubt telling Smith, or telling the Moeller bench rather, hey, this wasn't incidental, and telling the Bears side of things, this is why he still has to serve it. So a power play here, a hard-earned power play for Moeller. They would love to retake the lead.
Yeah, took the air out of the fans for the Berlin after they're pumped up a little bit after that goal from Chris Brennan tying it up. We'll see if they can fend off the 5-man advantage.
Edgson plays it behind Smith with 1:30 to go in the Crusaders' power play. Cross-ice pass there, another big shot in front of us. Braden Leach on the far side had the puck, sent it in towards Kai Nelson, who's able to make the stop. Look at that disparity, 28 Berlin shots compared to 7 for Archbishop Moeller. However, Moeller has scored on 2 of their 7 compared to 2 of the 28 for the Bears.
And a bulk of those would have been during the 5-on-3 action and then the 5-on-4 during that 5-minute major. But nonetheless, hats off to Noah Smith. Been doing a good job, and shout out to our partners, the Athletic Performance Insight, API, for all that shot chart data.
Yeah, there's no way I'm counting these. Absolutely not. I've got a page full of tally marks.
Yeah, right.
But I'm just keeping track of them. Nope. They've got a very high-tech system that was tracking them. When we were setting up on Friday before our broadcast, I got to take a look at how they were recording it for Olentangy, the Orange, and the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. It's some serious stuff, ladies and gentlemen. They've got capabilities to do a lot of different sports, too, not just hockey.
Yeah, very cool stuff by the folks at Athletic Performance Insights. And I know they partner with Ohio University, too.
They do. 50 seconds left on the Moeller man advantage. They're trying to take a lead here, retake a lead, I should say. They've had it twice in this game so far. Berlin clears it down from their own end.
Battle in the neutral zone. Lehigh doing a good job trying to kill this by himself.
Lehigh sends it in on Smith. His shot from the far side goes just wide off the blocker from Smith.
And that's good work by Nick Patton, too, to come in, kind of clean up the rebound, throw it to his pal at the other end.
McDaniels sends it down once again. The icing waved off after Brennan was able to get down there for the Bears. His spin-around shot couldn't find the back of the net. Edson, cross-ice feed to Brennan. Had a shot that went off the body in front of Blake Newland. But the Bears able to keep it alive. McDaniels looking for his second goal of the night. He won't find it there. Edson trying to get this pass through 3 yellow sweaters around him. Intercepted there by number 33, Christian Mercaldi.
Even strength.
And now we'll get an icing on the other side of the floor.
Let's take a look at that sequence of events.
Starts off with that long pass. Brennan down there to avoid the ice, and that's really what sets this up.
Yep. And then Miles Edson, look at that, just grit and strength. Good handling, good skating. Creates an opportunity, and that's the game plan. Get some bodies down in there, throw it at the goaltender and see what happens.
Power play expires, both teams back to 5-on-5. That puck squirts out past the blue line. No icing there. Costs some time off the clock here for the Bears and sets up Moeller for a great chance in front. A sliding save, spreading out to make the stop was Kai Nelson. Dangerous play, but impressive moves from the netminder to keep it out.
Yeah, the junior goalie showing his athleticism. The flexibility, the stretch, the composure. Kai Nelson.
And what's the first reaction from number 34, Cody Winograd, who had his stick in there? Hands up. Hey, I'm not hitting him. I'm not hitting him. Don't come get me. Certainly what you have to do in a physical game to this point. You got to say, I'm not literally poking the Bears. Final minute of the second period. Loose in the neutral zone. Now Berlin skating away with it. Picked up by the Crusaders.
Patton got blasted over here on the near side, gets up, dusts himself off.
Moeller taking their time before moving it out. This is on the stick of Zachary Miller. Miller has been one of the most physical players on either team so far today. He's got plenty of hits to his name so far. Christian Rivard had it for a moment, dished it back to the alternate captain Miller. Miller levels another big hit, and he's going to pick up a penalty for that one. Looks like they're going to get him for interference.
And I was so certain we were going to get out of this period with a penalty. They both look so content to just be patient, take the 20 seconds, get into the locker room, and recoach, but here we go again.
No such luck, Ryan. You can't get out of a physical game that easily. So Berlin will be on the man advantage for the last 20 seconds of this period, and then the first minute 40 of the next. Get a look right there, just jumping into him. No doubt that was going to be a penalty.
Yep, right after he dumped the puck, too.
The captain, Parker McDaniels, takes a shot. Again, looking for his second score of the night. He's not going to find it in this period. We've got a second left on it, enough time for maybe a face-off. Both teams, again, getting chippy. A motif of the game so far through the two opening periods.
Nice work by Noah Smith there, the goaltender. Brennan about snuck one by the end of the skate in the side post. And we'll see the extracurriculars. You can see the officials got to get in there and tell them, calm it down, back it out. I know you want to protect your goalie.
I'm not much of a lip reader, Ryan, but I certainly can tell body language exactly what those two officials are telling the Moeller Crusaders.
Right. But, you know, they've had bodies and shots and sticks around them all night down there. The Bears have really been putting the pressure on. Noah Smith in goal.
One solitary second left in this second period. Like I said, we've got enough time to flash sticks for the face-off, and then both teams going to head to their locker room. Puck is dropped, and time expires. Let's give a warm cheer to our sponsor, Remington Davis, Central Ohio's top clinical researcher since 1992. They're not just about research, they're about community health. With partners from Pfizer to Roche, they've been pivotal in over 500 clinical trials. Their state-of-the-art facility offers comfort and top-notch care, ensuring volunteer safety. Plus, their renowned doctors, voted Columbus's top doctors, cover over 20 therapeutic areas. Remington Davis, linking today's community with tomorrow's healthcare. We've got a tied game going into period number 3. Olentangy Berlin deadlocked with Archbishop Moeller 2-2. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment on Yamo Sports.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for 3 in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up and puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The theater people are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
At the Ohio High School Athletic Association, our student athletes are going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Responsible.
Dependable.
Respectful.
I'm going pro at being
A good student. A good student.
a good teammate.
Responsible.
I'm going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Dependable. A good teammate.
representing my school.
I'm going pro at being
A good student.
a good student.
Responsible.
Let's go pro at respecting the game.
Respect 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 the game.
Our mission at the OHSAA
is to serve our member schools and enrich interscholastic opportunities for students.
To run quality postseason tournaments.
To work with the bylaws that our member schools have voted into place.
To support our officials.
That's our mission every day at the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
To serve.
To serve.
To serve.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 350,000 participants here in Ohio who take part in high school sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up and puts it down. If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The Theater People are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward to working with you.
At the Ohio High School Athletic Association, our student athletes are going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Responsible.
Dependable.
Respectful.
I'm going pro at being
A good student. A good student.
a good teammate.
Responsible.
I'm going pro at being
Coachable.
A good student.
Dependable. A good teammate.
representing my school.
I'm going pro at being
a good student.
A good student. Responsible.
Let's go pro at respecting the game.
Respect 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 the game.
Our mission at the OHSAA
is to serve our member schools and enrich interscholastic opportunities for students.
To run quality postseason tournaments.
To work with the bylaws that our member schools have voted into place.
To support our officials.
That's our mission every day at the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
To serve.
To serve.
To serve.
Today's stats and shot charts are being proudly presented by Athletic Performance Insight. They will be providing shots during the game as well as end-of-period shot charts. Learn how Athletic Performance Insight can help you learn valuable information about your team at athleticperformanceinsight.com. Take a look at these. 50 total attempts for the Berlin Bears to 14 for Moeller. And then how about this? 15 penalties for 33 minutes combined between the two squads. That's the story of the first two periods here at the Chiller North in Lewis Center, Ohio. Alongside Ryan Dietrich, I'm Caleb Spinner. 2-2 is our score between the Archbishop Moeller Crusaders and the Olentangy Berlin Bears here on this wonderful Sunday evening. Glad you're spending time with us here on Yamo Sports. Shot in there from Berlin. They're carrying a man advantage in from the end of that second period. They've got about 1 minute and 4 seconds left on it, trying to take what would be their first lead of the game. Their goals so far have just served in tying up the contest.
Yeah, Chris Brennan, here you go to another shot there of the shot chart, but just a boatload from Berlin. I mean, just visually, look at the difference created there. A lot of that, like I mentioned, was in the second period when Berlin was on a 5-3 man advantage and a 5-4 man advantage. There was a 5-minute major. So a lot of power play time spent by the Bears, generated a lot of shots, but Noah Smith, and the flip side of that is all of the saves.
You can tell also looking at that graphic from API where these teams like to get their goals from. For Moeller, it's just outside the crease to the right hand of the goaltender. For Berlin, it's in the slot, left or right side. Final 23 seconds left on the power play. Berlin trying to score there. They're denied by Noah Smith. Another shot sent in and cleared down the ice to what you've got to imagine kill the power play for the Bears.
Good work by Braden Sample there to get a big stick on it and clear that one out, throw it back to the other end as Miles Edson was showing some stick work trying to get one by. But Noah Smith just stone cold in between the pipes.
We're back to even strength here between the Bears and the Crusaders. Olentangy Berlin still trying to score. They're taking this onto the attack. Brennan unable to keep it on the right side of the blue line. He'll just fire it in, and his team's going to make a change.
Yeah, Brennan had a good look, too, off the rebound. Just fanned it a little bit, slid off the back tape.
Moeller trying to get their first pressure of the third period. Shot sent in, chest save, and then a glove covered by Kai Nelson.
And how about number 10 back on the ice as we take a look at the replay here. Nice little tip to Sackenheim, throws it in there. But I will mention number 10, Dominic Bosco, right there in front of your screen. After taking the stick to the face from Jared Smith, sitting all the second period, looks like he's healthy, feeling fine.
Here's the hit, just in case you weren't with us for the second period. Right there, a stick up into his cage. It stopped our play for a few minutes, sent him over to the bench, and he spent the rest of the second period sitting over there talking to the athletic training staff, now back on the ice, seemingly okay. Shot sent in, sent to the left of Noah Smith. Rebound picked up by the Crusaders. They'll scoot it out to neutral ice.
Neverov had a good chance there. Just missed on the net, though, a little wide.
Finnegan Freed bringing it in to the attacking end for Archbishop Moeller. The Bears pick it off and take it the other way. Bosco able to keep it in.
Crusaders doing a good job of dominating the neutral zone at the moment.
Navarov with it near side. Puck flipped out to no man's land. Picked up by Bosco, trying to get it past Navarov. And it looks like we're going to get a delayed penalty here.
Let's see who was coming back across the blue line trying to clean that one up. You got a high stick up in there. We'll see.
Looks like this will just be offsides. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone.
Finally, a non-penalty.
Knock on wood. We've got plenty of those, and certainly it's the trend of the game. Great cross-ice pass there. Edson unable to put it past Smith.
Miles Edson is doing his best. He's had 3-4 shot attempts here early in the third period, trying to get one by Smith. He just can't.
Another try there from Charlie Lehigh leads to a Crusaders rush. Moeller picks it off. Cody Winograd getting his stick in there to break it up. Behind the back pass to no one in particular from Christian Mercaldi. Here come the Bears, a 3-on-2. Edson lost it off the defensive pressure. Puck still loose. Smith wanted a stoppage of play as he lost his glove. Look at this. This almost goes in. You see the cover. His glove gets knocked off. He never really had possession. Puck is still loose there. It almost slides in past his right skate.
But an own goal, like Mario Havig. He just never quite had a cover up. Edson coming through, kind of kicked it out of there. It's just one of those kind of the fundamentals. You got to slow down and just be a little bit more relaxed and patient.
That last try will go down as the 35th shot attempt for the Berlin Bears. 35th on goal, we should say, compared to 10 for Archbishop Moeller. And now, you spoke too soon, Ryan. We get a penalty. This one going to go against Cade Mascari. Let's take a look.
Yeah, right on cue coming out of the faceoff. Maybe a tripping right there. Yep, poke the skate. So it'll be number 11. You can see him throwing some curse words at the boards in the penalty box. Shakes his head in frustration. He knows how crucial that is with this team playing a man down for the next 2 minutes.
Moeller now on the man advantage for the next 2 minutes as we tick under 11 to go in the third period. A tie game between Moeller and Berlin here on senior night for the Bears. 1:45 to go. Power play for Cincinnati Moeller.
Tripping is the call on Mascari.
Puck moved over to the center slot. Sent in. It goes high of Nelson in goal. The captain, Blake Newland, tried to keep it in for Moeller. Smith will come out from between his pipes to play it. He breaks the ankles on the other end of the Berlin Bears' Miles Edson. Minute 15 to go in the power play. Puck loose in the corner, stolen away by the Bears. They'll try to flick it out to no man's land. It gets through 3 white sweaters, but then picked up by the Crusaders.
Good stick work here by Sample to kind of thread through and bring it into the zone.
58 seconds left on the man advantage for Archbishop Moeller. There's a centering pass. It couldn't get through. Broken up by two Bears defenders. Two players hit the ice, and we're going to get a slash.
Edson and Rivard tied up there at the blue line. Number 9, Rivard from Moeller took down Edson, and he's going to get called for the slash.
That's the 17th penalty of the contest. Unbelievable how things have gone over today.
We got 10 minutes left.
This is incredible. I don't know that I've seen a hockey game with this many trips to the box in my career of calling hockey.
Yeah, take a look at the replay. That's good handles by Sample.
This feed right here is where the penalty is going to come. Newland's going to take in a shot. It's turned away, and then here's the slash. That's at least was the designation.
Yeah.
I don't see a slash there as much as I do interference. But nevertheless, it's 2 minutes, and it puts Christian Rivard in the sin bin.
Holding is the call.
We'll give him a hold. He'll serve 2. We're skating 4-on-4 for 33 seconds before we get to 5-on-4. Berlin will have the advantage then.
Noah Smith just gloves it to settle things down off the shot of Nick Patton. You mentioned that earlier, Pennington and the attitude. We, not me. Nick Patton, the junior for the Bears, has really been all about the team tonight. He took that big hit at center ice, almost doing a flip, but he's doing a good job on the penalty kill, just contributing all around those things that don't show up on a stat sheet.
What he's done to this game is not going to show up in the box score, you're right, but it's certainly, especially if Berlin is able to skate away with a win, is going to be the reason why they're able to do so. 21 seconds to go of us skating 4-on-4, 1:32 left before Berlin is able to go on the man advantage. They'll get about a minute 10 playing 5-on-4 in their favor. McDaniels trying to dance through defenders. He wanted a hooking or an interfering call. Didn't get either of them. Puck loose, backhanded into the net. Wherewithal from Miles Edson to find the loose puck off the initial save from Noah Smith. And the Berlin Bears take their first lead of the game with just over 9 to play in the contest.
Edson, I mentioned it earlier, he'd been close, and you'll see him. Great vision. Sees the puck come out, reaches across with the backhand, slaps it in. Zachary Miller too late on the defense to realize and get to him in time. Noah Smith stops the first one, but the rebound gets out. Miles Edson, another senior on senior night, gives his squad the lead.
Berlin has scored both of the last 2 goals of the game. They lead 3-2. It takes off the rest of their penalty, and now they're skating 5-on-4 with a minute 9.
Just what the Berlin Bears had been waiting for.
9 minutes even left in this senior night contest for the Olentangy Berlin Bears, playing host to the Archbishop Moeller Crusaders. One of the final games in this regular season. Our next contests will be part of the CBJ Cup. Berlin taking the win in last year's event. They certainly want to redo that success this year. Up the far side, here comes Brennan. Moving deeper into the zone before spinning around in the corner and backing it out to Parker McDaniels.
Just a little off the mark there. Slides out, they're going to have to reset.
McDaniels up the far side to Edson. Brennan now with it. Played tightly by the Moeller captain, Blake Newland. Puck still loose in the corner. Sticks flashing. The Bears trying to skate away with it. They finally do. Behind Smith's goal line. Edson played it just for a moment. Out once again to McDaniels. Turning around into the slot. Glove save there from Smith. We talked about it on Friday when we had Olentangy, Liberty, and St. Charles. St. Charles won the game 4-1. However, with a victory yesterday, Liberty secured the CHC championship.
Yep, Capital Hockey Conference regular season champs. To the Olentangy Liberty Patriots, familiar territory for them as we look to head into the CBJ Cup here in the next week.
And I beg your pardon, Berlin were the runners-up last year. They fell 3-0 to Liberty. Man, would they love to get a victory in that event this year. Hopefully against Liberty in the final to get some revenge.
Well, and Liberty is, you mentioned it, it looks like they're on track. Anything can happen, but they definitely one of the teams that has their sights set on it. I would not be surprised if we see a rematch of last year's finals.
Berlin did win the CBJ Cup 2 years ago, and that's what senior David Neverov said is his favorite memory playing hockey here for the Berlin Bears.
There you go. Ooh, good stick there by Lehigh to try and find his teammate, disrupt this Moeller rush.
Both squads back to even strength as Mascari handles it in his own end. Now working it up towards the center red line. Picked off by Moeller, but now Berlin takes it right back.
Mascari killing a little time there. Get themselves a line change. You could see it's just a little exhausted here after that extended possession. Both squads a little out of sorts. Nothing really jiving the way they were wanting. So pause, reset, get a line change, start again.
7 minutes left to go in this senior night contest between Olentangy Berlin and Archbishop Moeller here at Schiller North in Lewis Center, Ohio. Alongside Ryan Dietrich, I'm Caleb Spinner. This has been a fun one from the opening face-off, and it's just gotten more entertaining as the game has gone on. 17 penalties for 37 minutes between both teams, 5 goals, the last 2 of which were scored by the Bears to take their first lead of the contest. Brennan backhands it up the ice to Parker McDaniels. McDaniels enters the zone, flanked on his left side by Miles Edgson. Moeller trying to take things away on the other end. Here's a shot sent in from close to Kai Nelson, who's able to puff out his chest and make the stop.
How about that stick work by Sackenheim, able to just glide by the defender and get a good shot on goal.
Both teams making a change now with 6:13 to go in this third period.
Can't say enough about the talent of the high school hockey players in the state of Ohio. I mean, specifically we focus here on Central Ohio, but as you can see on display from Archbishop Moeller out of Cincinnati, a lot of talent, a lot of good youthful hockey programs around the state, and we're proud to broadcast those here on the Yamo Sports Network.
Berlin picks it up in their attacking zone, sent deeper into their end, but to Nick Patton. Patton sent in a shot, had it blocked in front. He's able to backhand his rebound deeper into the O-zone. Berlin trying to add on to their lead. Fast break chance down the ice. Here comes number 34, Cody Winograd. He's picked up defensively by 2 Bears. 5:30 to go in the third period. Winograd able to dish it over to a teammate who then fires it all the way across the blue line.
Yeah, that was Mercaldi with the goal this afternoon, looking for, that's his teammate Bosco back in action. And here your captain pushing the issue, trying to get his team going.
5 minutes and change left to play as Moeller enters the zone. Blake Newland skating around the world with it. Back out to the top of his zone. Christian Rivard bringing it deeper across the goal line. Looking for an outlet. Had it poked away defensively. Puck loose in the corner. Berlin trying to skate with it near side. They now move it to center ice. Here comes Miles Edgson. He had the last goal for Berlin. That shot turned away off a stick in front from Newland. McDaniels rips in a high-velocity shot. Smith able to make the save and then cover the rebound.
Parker McDaniels drops a bomb from the blue line. Noah Smith just steps in front of it, slows it down. Great defense by Blake Newland, though, the one-on-one with Edson. You'll see the pass there from Edson, and McDaniels, a one-timer. Stopped by Smith. And, yeah, Parker McDaniels, we covered the Bears about a month ago, and he had the game winner. Overtime, we saw him pull the bow back and let it rip one more time.
Olentangy Berlin leading 3-2 over Archbishop Moeller here on senior night for the Bears at the Chiller North and Lewis Center. These 7 seniors on the ice for the Bears have played 468 games with one another and have scored 150 total goals over those contests.
Yikes. That's a lot of hockey.
This crew has certainly been a part of several memorable moments here for this program. Certainly, Coach Tim Pennington has to be happy with what he's coached these guys to so far, despite being in the early bets of his career with Olentangy Berlin.
Yep. Yeah, bright days ahead for this Olentangy Berlin program for sure.
Moeller in transition now, bringing it up out of their own end to neutral ice, and then flicking it ahead there was Finnegan Freed. Freed steals it away off a collision on the far side. Deegan Lyons getting put into the glass. 3:45 to play in the third period.
Gonna be a tense 3.5 minutes here.
Berlin trying to skate away with it. Lehigh pinned in the corner for Olentangy Berlin. Flicked over to the far side, picked up by Lyons. He's able to keep it in.
Yeah, I'm really looking for Moeller to crank up the pressure and the intensity here. Chasing to every puck and battling for every loose one.
Sackenheim skating away with it now for the Crusaders. Out to the top of the zone. Lyons sends in a long shot. It's blocked in the slot by the defensive body of Brennan for the Bears. Here comes Olentangy Berlin. They'll make a line change. This just a dump and a return to the bench there for Parker McDaniels. Shot in close. Smith makes the save and then gloves the rebound.
Nice little surprise opportunity for Mascari. And the Bears coming off the line change. Johnny on the spot, able to get a stop and get a face-off in their own offensive zone.
Didn't look like Smith or any of the Moeller players expected Olentangy to take a shot there as they were making substitutions.
Wow, that showed the speed from Mascari. Able to get across the ice quickly and surprise him.
Mascari tried to wrap it around behind the net. It was picked off by Archbishop Moeller. Here come the Crusaders. Blake Newland with the puck on his stick. Tried to center it, couldn't find his target. And now the Bears coming away with it through no man's land. Newland able to get over to the other side and turn it into the zone once again.
Braden Leach just off the backhand. He was in the position, just couldn't finish.
2.5 minutes to go in the final period of action. Newland was in a position for it, but he'll let the icing stop play for him.
Yeah, bring the face-off back out into their zone. Keep them closer, stop it, and looks like they're going to get a line change in here as well. Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Moeller, they started off with a lead. Braden Sample scored the game's first goal back in the first period. Parker McDaniels tied it up for Olentangy Berlin. Then Christian Mercaldi brought the Bishop Moeller back in front, 2-1. Christian Brennan then tied things up for Berlin once again, 2-2. And then Miles Edson, most recently, the only goal so far this third period, he put the Bears ahead by 1.
Yeah, all 3 goals by the Bears, all 3 seniors. Going to be a good way. They can close out the final 2:20. Be a good way to end their senior career here, specifically at the Chiller North.
Let's take a look at our Theater People highlight of the game. It's going to be that hit from Dominic Bosco. A big collision right here. Boom.
Delivering the hit to Nick Patton.
I love saying boom every time we play that replay. It's deserving of it. We'll take a look at this goal here from Miles Edson. He's in the right place at the right time to backhand that rebound across the goal line. That could be the game-winning goal, unless Moeller's able to knot us up.
Hustle play from Edson. Nets him a goal and the lead. Good stick work at the blue line by Lehigh.
Newland fanned on that shot.
Yep.
Moeller has an empty net as Smith is sitting over at the bench. Newland racing down to prevent Edson from getting his second goal in a row. Edson turned around, got a shot off. He's unable to put it in. Neither is Brennan, who took a backhanded attempt at the goal as well.
The one-man advantage for Moeller. Empty net for him. High risk, could net a high reward.
Final 2 minutes. A big chance there from Moeller. On the other end, Kai Nelson denying the attempt there from Christian Rivard. And once again, we're tied up after the fact. Both teams now being separated by the officials.
Once again, cooler heads recently. Let's take a look here. You'll see Moeller pushing on in. And the big rebound.
Looked like he didn't even mean to.
Yeah.
It went off his shoulder in front and then right to the blade of his stick. Minute 44 left to go. The official getting tied up in the faceoff here. Finally able to get up as the puck is pinned in the corner. Blake Newland. Cross ice pass. Back to Newland. In front. Puck is loose. Nelson sitting on it. Somehow able to keep it out of the net. That would have been the opportunity for Moeller. You've got to imagine it's that or nothing.
What a chance here. Newland doing good work. Just off the stick. A big number 86, the freshman, Simon Lehigh. That might have been going in if he didn't deflect that.
The looks don't get much better than that. Moeller trying to set up a game-tying goal here with 1:30 to go in the final period. Another shot sent in there from Blake Newland. He's able to get his own rebound. A glove is loose on the ice as that puck is wrapped around the end boards. McDaniels flips it up and takes a check into the ice for his troubles. Puck sailed out to the neutral zone. Final minute of play. Once again, Moeller with nobody in goal. They're skating with the extra attacker, 6-on-5. Backhanded into the zone. There's a shot from Mascari, kept out defensively by the sliding body of number 54, Zachary Miller.
Nice goalie work from big Zach Miller. Able to drop down, kind of do the pizza. He catches it. And that would have saves the goal, keeps his squad alive. Moeller.
We've got a face-off coming in neutral territory. Take another look at this. There's the backhand feed, picked off. The shot sent in from Cade Mascari, and Miller able to just drop to his knees in front of the net and keep it out. Face-off, won by Moeller. They'll play it back in their own end. Dangerous as Newland couldn't get a handle on that. Almost sailed into his own end, but just kept out. Here comes Moeller. One of their final rushes of the game right here. 30 seconds remaining. Players from both squads tied up behind the goal line. Miller calling for it out by the blue line. Shot is loose! Rebound! Score!
I think that's Braden Sample again, number 16. Nelson saves the first one, but the rebound. Let's take a look at the replay here.
Sandheim sends it in, and off the save, Sample puts it in from almost the same spot as he netted his one in the first period. We're even 3-3.
Moeller, the empty net, 6-on-5.
Final 18 seconds. Both nets have attendee in front of them now.
High risk, high reward, and a big payoff. Ties it up.
Final 10 seconds left to go in regulation. Berlin trying to play it out of their end. We're headed to overtime. 45 minutes, not nearly long enough to decide a victor in this contest. We'll skate into the extra period with the score. Olentangy Berlin 3, Archbishop Moeller 3. Overtime hockey is coming up next here on Yamo Sports.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer.
And cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes.
Takes it up and puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
Hi, I'm John Holderby with the Theater People. Whether you're in an apartment or building a new house, you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have services to meet all of your needs. We've worked in homes and businesses all across the state of Ohio for over 15 years. Everything from home theaters to automation to networks and beyond. The Theater People are here to help. Visit our website at www.thetheaterpeople.com to learn more. We look forward.
Overtime hockey is underway here between Archbishop Moeller and Olentangy Berlin. We're 3-3 after 3 periods. And now it's next score wins. Alongside Ryan Dietrich, I'm Caleb Spinner. This one has been entertaining since the opening faceoff, and we are no doubt in for an epic conclusion to this battle.
Yeah, this is overtime at the end of a back-to-back-to-back for Moeller, and traveling 300 some odd miles. Long weekend for these boys. Build strength, and man, what a finish we're in store for.
Berlin picks it up. Parker McDaniels in the neutral zone. Plays it ahead. Dominic Bosco down to control it for the Crusaders.
Great work by McDaniels there to dance around the boards.
Christian Rivard doing the honors of bringing it in on Nelson. Puck is loose. Rebound poked in. Moeller wins it. Overtime goal to Braden Leach. The Crusaders tame the Bears 4-3 in the extra period.
63 seconds, all we needed. Look at the replay. I think the first shot went in. That's Christian Rivard, number 9. Putting us in, the speed was on display. He just blew by his man, and Nelson just unable to secure that in front of him.
Rivard took a shot. It rolled across the goal line, on the goal line, and then able to stick his twig in there and poke it across was Braden Leach. What a battle. 17 penalties, 37 combined minutes in the box, and 7 goals.
Kai Nelson, what fabulous effort all game long. But just a tough one as we get a look at all 7 of them.
There was the first one from Braden Sample. It put Moeller ahead 1-0. Then this one here from Parker McDaniels. In the second period, it got things started in that second frame for the Bears.
Yeah, early on, 60 some odd seconds in. We've seen it before, just doing his thing. Parker McDaniels, senior captain on senior night. Next one ought to be Mercaldi from Moeller.
It is. Christian Mercaldi.
33 right there. Just a quick, nice little wrister. Sneaks it right by Nelson, the same side that we'll see the game winner on. Mercaldi, the freshman. Chris Brennan, the senior. And Smith, the same kind of thing. Makes the initial stop, but it just gets through his jersey. It kind of trickles into the net. Chris Brennan ends the second period with that one. And then Miles Edson right here. Quick on the hand, eye coordination. Sees the rebound coming out, reaches across, backhands it in. That opens the third period and gives Berlin a 3-2 lead.
And then here's the tire right at the end in the final 10 seconds of the third period from Braden Sample. And it leads to this opportunity from Braden Leach. The first shot from Christian Rivard rolls on the line, and that poke right there from Braden Leach is what seals the deal for Moeller.
What a tough loss for the Berlin Bears on senior night. My goodness.
And here's something we're going to love to see. Let's take a look at the API shot chart and our entire stats for the contest. I talked about the penalties. We'll get the official numbers here in a 4-3 overtime victory for Archbishop Moeller over Olentangy Berlin. Athletics Performance Institute, incredible what they're able to do. I'm so excited to see these numbers here. Today's stats and shot charts, as we just mentioned, are being proudly presented by Athletics Performance Institute. They will be providing shot charts during the game as well as the end of period shot charts. Learn how Athletic Performance Insight can help you learn valuable information about your team at athleticperformanceinsight.com. Here it is, 20 shots on goal compared to 41 for Olentangy Berlin. 50 attempts for the Bears compared to 28 for the Crusaders. And here's the big point that I want to point out at the bottom of this graphic. 16 minutes in the box for Berlin, 22 for Moeller.
Yeah, Moeller really kind of lopsided here. A lot less shots, had a lot more penalty minutes, just kind of backs up against the wall the entire game. So big hat off to the Crusaders from Archbishop Moeller to show that resiliency for 45 minutes extended. And Cade Mascari, he doesn't want to leave the ice. Tough loss for the junior.
That'll do it for us here on Yamo Sports. Archbishop Moeller plays spoiler to the Olentangy Berlin Bears on senior night. They take the win 4-3. For our producer and director Adam Dell, our camera operator Ahmad Taylor, my partner Ryan Dietrich, and our entire Yamo Sports crew, I'm Caleb Spinner. Thanks so much for spending your Sunday evening with us here at the Chiller North and Lewis Center. Until next time, that's the game. We're out of here.